Natural zircon Africa origin, zirconium silicate. Zirconium silicate, colored by uranium thorium, often influenced by color centers. Class 8 silicates, zircon Zr, CO4. Silicate groups as anions, combining with other elements, includes silica silicon oxide. Natural. Zircon Persian word zargun means gold color. Natural zircon introduction. Zircon is best known as a colorless diamond imitation, but as appears in many other colors. The name is derived from the Persian zargun, which means gold color. Zircon comes in two gemologically distinct varieties, high zircon, with high values of refractive index and birefringence, and low zircon, which is practically isotropic and usually quite radioactive. Zircon is not the artificial gem material cubic zirconia, zirconium oxide. Natural zircon Africa origin 58.27% zirconium oxide. Refractive index 1.7801.99. Birefringence 0 to 0.059. Dispersion 0.039. Specific gravity 3.954.8. Hardness 77.5. Class, silicates, silicates with isolated silica units. Crystal system, tetragonal. Habit, doubly terminated prisms with pyramidal tips. Fracture, conchoidal. Luster, vitreous to adamantine. Cleavage, in two directions. Notable locations, Sri Lanka, Burma, Myanmar, Vietnam, Thailand, Norway. Color, green, blue, colorless, brown, red, yellow. Genesis of natural zircon 45 carats. Zircon composed of zirconia 66.8%, silica 33.2% and peroxide of iron approximately 0.1%. It is composed of zirconia 66.8%, silica 33.2% and peroxide of iron approximately 0.1%. Its fracture conchoidal and brilliant. Zircon dimetric system of crystallization. This gem belongs to the dimetric system of crystallization. Zircon specific gravity 4 to 4.75. Its specific gravity is from 4 to 4.75. Zircon hardness 7.5. Its number in the scale of hardness is 7.5. Zircon luster, transparent, adamantine, opaque, vitreous. In the transparent varieties, the luster is almost adamantine. Opaque ones, it is vitreous. Natural zircon Africa origin, cutting, setting and valuing. Zircon is not uncommon, and it is a fairly inexpensive and attractive gemstone. It is usually cut in round brilliants to take advantage of the high dispersion and refractive index. Cushion, zircon, baguette, and mixed cuts are also popular. Bright, sky or electric blue stones are the most highly prized, with red, orange, green, and yellow stones being of secondary popularity. Run-of-the-mill blues are considerably less valuable, and stones with a mixed hue or coloration do not fetch the same price as pure stones. It is unusual to find clean stones larger than 10 carats. Properties and characteristics. Zircon is a silicate mineral, zirconium silicate. Its high refractive index and dispersion make it comparable to diamonds in terms of fire and brilliancy. Zircon is a widespread accessory mineral in acid igneous rocks. It also occurs in detrital deposits and metamorphic rocks. Because zircon is a brittle mineral, it tends to chip easily. Prior to cutting, many stones are heat-treated to alter the color, usually to yellows, blues, or colorless stones. Color tends to be unevenly distributed, although this can be adjusted to some extent with heat. Some stones that have been heat-treated to a deep, sky blue may fade with prolonged exposure to the sun. Brown and red zircons are usually naturally colored. Low zircons are usually yellowish-green, and often show eye-visible growth zoning, giving them a sleepy look. Classification, on the basis of group, species, family, variety. Species zircon. Variety zircon, all colors. Genesis of natural zircon 45 carats. Zircon, no acids can affect it. No acids but sulfuric can affect it, and that even after long maceration. Zircon double refraction in very high degree. It possesses double refraction in a very high degree. Zircon quadrilateral crystals terminating at both ends. The zircon is distinguished by its quadrilateral crystals, terminating at both ends in a pyramid, with the same number of facets. Zircon heated phosphorescent cool regains to normal. Being heated it becomes phosphorescent, loses its color and increases in specific gravity, but regains its normal properties when cool, and if reheated immediately after, the phosphorescence does not appear. Genesis of natural zircon 45 carats. Zircon Lord Duncannon athlete engraved. Lord Duncannon is said to be in possession of a zircon having the figure of an athlete engraved upon it. Zircon modern Chinese use in decorating their gods. The modern Chinese use this gem profusely in decorating their gods. Zircon bright transparent colored hyacinth, jacinth. The transparent and bright colored varieties are known as the hyacinth or jacinth, the grayish and smoke-colored ones, which are sometimes sold as inferior diamonds, as the jargon. Zircon found in porous millstone lava. It is also found in some volcanic places, and with many volcanic or plutonic stones, such as at Nage Mindi, in porous millstone lava, in Patcher Sea, in little white and red crystals, in volcanic bombshells and in the lava of Vesuvius. Zircon in 18th century sold as inferior diamond. Approaches the diamond so closely in luster, that in the 18th century it had been supposed to be an inferior diamond and sold as such. Zircon maximum weight 12 carats. In the 18th century, it is seldom found of large size. The maximum weight has not yet exceeded more than 12 carats. Zircon under microscope look for cottony nappy texture. To distinguish the zircon from all other stones of a similar nature, it should be looked at through a microscope in front of a strong light, and care must be taken to observe whether it has a peculiar texture, called in French, rétine, nappy, which has the appearance of water when spirit is poured into it. This cottony or nappy look is its special characteristic. Zircon in Middle Ages bring riches, wisdom, charm. In the Middle Ages, this gem was supposed to bring riches, honor and wisdom, and was considered a great charm for plague and wicked spirits. It was also thought to be a safeguard against lightning. Zircon helps digestion, takes away sin. The zircon is sour, heating, and curative of unhealthy oxidation, sharpens the appetite, helps digestion, and takes away sin. Natural zircon, bibliography with list of reference of works on gemstones consulted. Rulandus, Martinus, Medicina Practica. 12 Mo. Arg 1564. Bornin, Count de. Description of the corundum stone, and its varieties commonly known as Oriental ruby, sapphire. Trans. Page 223 1801. Heidinger, W., Der für Diamant oder Nachworthvollers Ausgegeben Topaz des Herrn de Poisat. Sitzingsber, Der Kais. Akkad. 4-2. Wien 1858. Leonardus, Camillus, The Mirror of Stones, in which the nature, generative properties, virtues, and various species of more than 200 different jewels, precious, and rare stones are distinctly described. 8 Vaux. London, 1750. The Science of Gems, Jewels, Coins and Metals Ancient and Modern. By Archibald Billings M.D., A.M., F.R.S., F.R.G.S., F.R.M.S. Gems and Jewels. By Madame Hiberera. The Natural History of Gems or Semi-Precious Stones. By C.W. King, M.A. Diamonds and Precious Stones. By Harry Emanuel F.R.G.S. Rudimentary Treatise on Mineralogy. By Dr. Varley. Vedanayantu, Epics in Sanskrit. Medini, Epics in Sanskrit. Jyotistatvam, Epics in Sanskrit. Brahmapuranam, Epics in Sanskrit. Sivapuranam, Epics in Sanskrit. The following ancient manuscripts relating to this subject are preserved in the British Museum and several others.